Welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
A very good Tuesday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout Live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports, presented by Sentinel Storage. I am Iwanyk. He is Tom Gazzola. With us today, we got Trevor Sobekirk, Nasty Club member, with us here on the Hangout.
Hey.
Do you know your number? Quickly.
Oh, man. No.
You don't? Okay, that's all good.
You got a sick round of clicks, that's what you got.
Thank you to everyone for listening live across the Edmonton Sports Talk audio streams, edmontonsportstalk.com. Tune in, iHeartRadio, Apple Music. For those watching on YouTube or for anyone listening on podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, we appreciate it. As well, as I said, the Hangout brought to you by Sentinel Storage, Canada's storage experts, more than 2 decades helping Canadians through life transitions. Canadian storage provider by Canadian. How are we all doing today?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Did you
doing well?
You just know that off the top of your heart? Okay.
I've done it enough.
Yeah,
I have
pretty
done
good.
it enough.
Pretty good.
He is meticulous, as you know. And Maddie is a student of everything.
Yeah, no, it's fun to see some behind the scenes stuff here. It's
You got a
pretty
tour.
good.
What'd you think of the new studios?
Oh, it's nice, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good. Honestly, yeah, it's like we were talking about before. It's amazing to see these guys grow. It's a couple of years. It's booming. Absolutely booming.
We're proud of this spot, so thank you, Trevor.
Yeah. Well, I'm like easy to find too. Like,
What do you say about the old... I'm just kidding.
Actually, yeah, we haven't had the issue of somebody trying to find us yet when we give them the address. The other
No.
place, even with the address, people struggled.
Well, we would have to say, look for the Russian guy out front smoking darts.
well, and they had that like fake grass and stuff. It was that interesting.
could not walk on.
Right? Yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah, they put up a
Don't walk on
sign
it.
that said, do not walk on the turf.
But there was like 3 feet of weeds like growing out of it.
Well, and she apparently told someone, the old person, that it doesn't settle for like 3 or 4 years. So you can't walk on it. We're like, well, no, that's not facts
crazy
at
talk.
all.
No.
Football teams and sports teams put in artificial turf all the time, and they use it right away. And I actually Googled it because I'm like, well, I need
course
to
you
know. And he was like, the thing Google said was like, it takes about 24 hours. That's not 3 or 4 years.
Well, she was a bowl of peaches to deal with, that's for sure, especially at the end,
Yeah,
by
no.
all accounts.
Very cool. Good studio. It's tons of space now. It's pretty cool.
It is. Once I clean up over there, I've got October projects. That's one of them.
Yeah.
Cleaning up all of our stuff and cleaning.
We'll get it sorted out.
Yeah, but it's just like even the hang, like we could get up and walk around, like if we ever done every so often, like you switch around somebody.
Yep.
Before it was like all crowding. I mean, when you don't want to knock anything over. Now you can just get up. Even if you want to stretch your legs, somebody can get up quickly and go walk over there, stretch your legs, and sit back down.
You know what's incredible is I just noticed this, but our backup lights, and other gear is just sitting there.
Yeah, those are the ones that Jolene gave us.
Jolene Latimer, yes. We'll have to get her
They're
back in.
very, very bright. I was thinking about that too. It's been a while.
They are,
She's
they're
great.
like high, they're like HD 4K model shoot.
That's
quality.
full model shoot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. If we needed to do, like, we've got a couple white walls, we could do full head, like
We
full.
could do a runway.
You want to know? We could start a side business.
Sure.
Trev's got a camera.
He
you go.
does.
Bring them out to the award show.
We'll do boudoir. Yeah.
Actually,
That would be good.
that's pretty big. But for the big wall,
Yeah.
put those up on the big wall to just get extra lighting.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you coming to Esties?
No.
it's gonna be a blast.
My daughter turns 1 that day. So,
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
That's awesome.
Timing is tricky. Now,
Yeah,
so-
that one,
That's
did I say,
understandable.
best not to come.
Yeah.
Best not to come.
Yeah, she wouldn't really know, to be fair. So.
Or you could bring her and we'll celebrate your daughter.
You're the belle of the
Yeah,
ball.
there you
Everybody
go.
would love her.
She does have some nice dresses.
Speaking of Esties, that goes next Tuesday, a week today. We will do the Esties at Metro Cinema. Tickets, Edmonton, Esties, ESTYS at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. $10. And you'll get your tickets. So just message. I'll get in touch with you later today for the process of paying, and then I'll get you your tickets after that. That goes next Tuesday. Tomorrow on the Hangout, Belzy's in.
Yep.
The voting's done. Voting is closed. Finalists will be announced tomorrow on the Hangout. For 20 categories. The 20 categories finalists will be announced on the Hangout tomorrow, so stay tuned for that one tomorrow. The presentation is being worked on right now.
Are you just taking last year's what was it, PowerPoint presentation and tweaking it, or are you like whole new thing?
It's not like there are changes being made to it.
Okay.
So like I started it yesterday. There are certain certain changes. It's not, I could that's my fallback is if these changes take me a little too long and I can't get them done, I could just resort to last year's and just re-enter and everything and boom, send. But there are a little bit of changes being made.
Excellent.
Small ones.
Okay. I'm excited about this.
Probably a couple surprises for everyone too. Maybe. Oh,
I don't know. I hope.
never know.
We shall see.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Any
The
musical
nasties
acts
can-
want to play
anything
for
can
free?
happen.
Yeah, if anyone has a musical act that wants to play for free, I'm more than yours.
Like I'm sure
All
we're getting
yours.
Fergie to play.
No, I
What?
think I could ask him to, but he's like, I wasn't planning on bringing him. I'm like, that's cool. He did. He always does
Yeah,
it.
that's
I don't
true.
need to call him over. But if anyone has any musical acts that would like to perform at the Esties, kind of just popped up last year. This person's like, hey, I'll do it. I was like, okay, cool. And Tube Sock's like, my son will do something. I'm like, awesome. I'll squeeze that in.
Yeah.
No one has done that this year, and I don't have money to go find and hire musical acts.
Whale and the Wolf Unplugged.
I always ever feel bad. They've mentioned in the past they'd love to do something one time. I always feel bad to ask them, it's their job in a sense.
that's true.
And I don't like asking for free things
That's fair.
I
from
understand.
buddies and stuff. Like they get paid for gigs.
Yeah, they do.
So I got to scrounge money one time to pay them for a gig.
Oh,
Plus, I don't know if they're busy or anything like that. Like you, Luke's got a second kid right now, so
yeah.
I noticed that.
Oh, the nasties they'll have fun.
it'll still be a good time.
Yeah.
And then Hudson's Off White will be the official after party once again.
Fantastic.
So people will. Were you there last year? No. Okay.
It was excellent. It was very good.
No, kind of the golf tournament's the big one I can get to. Other than that, it's tricky at times.
I got to go golfing on Friday. I'm very excited.
Where?
Third, Sturgeon.
Excellent.
nice.
Great course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm heading out to Riverside. So
Are you?
Also
yeah,
a great course.
trying to get out before go back to work. So
Yeah. I'm.
Sturgeon's
It's
great,
gonna be my
yeah.
third round of the year.
oh man,
Yeah. Yeah. I think maybe I could get one or two more in after that.
yeah, September's been beautiful, man. So
This forecast right now that we're dealing with,
I know.
it's unreal. Like
today's
Friday,
smoking heat,
I'll take it.
What
you
do
know
we-
what? Keep it going till the end of the month and
it's already 16.
right?
perfect.
It's supposed to be 28 today, tomorrow 25, Thursday 27, Friday 26, Saturday 25, Sunday chilly 21.
Be golfing into October.
I hope so.
Monday's 20
Thanksgiving
even.
golf.
Yeah, I've done that. What's Monday?
20.
That's fine.
The latest I ever golfed was I think 2 days before Halloween, because on Halloween my buddy and I were calling all the courses we could think of, trying to see if there was any tee times we could find.
And
It was all like the last tee time they were willing to do was like 1 o'clock or 12:30.
Yeah,
We're like,
makes
yeah, we
sense.
can't do this one. So, but we were calling around trying to see if anyone would be like, yeah, we can get you on at like 3 o'clock. And we were like, okay, we're there. And we just couldn't get it done. We tried so hard on Halloween to golf that one year. It was a shame that we couldn't get it done. I think the 28th of October is the latest I've ever been.
yeah, Thanksgiving for me was the last
Right?
one.
It's funny you get all those leaves then. They kind
It's so annoying.
Hit it off. You're
Yeah.
like, well,
It's like I thought it was here. It's like it is. It's literally a foot away, but under like a
right.
pile of leaves.
leaf blower in the back.
I know.
13th club. Blow them around.
It's a good
there
idea,
it is.
actually. Found it.
I'm just looking at this one website Clausen gave me.
Yes.
And long term, I could go as far as 16 days, whatever. There's one model for September 24th has 19 for the
Perfect.
high.
That's the day after my birthday.
Like that's like we're staying kind of in that high teens, low 20s for that whole time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's wonderful.
Just cools off at night too. It's real nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice time of year. More football on. So yeah,
More for all football's on now.
football on
All
now.
football.
All the football. I do.
But before we jump into all football,
Go
can
for
I
it.
just say one thing on this McDavid contract? Paranoia. I was listening to Dusty and Eric on the way in, and Gager was throwing out his theories, which I thoroughly enjoyed. But it reminded me, talking to some people out east, you might call them insiders. If McDavid wasn't planning on staying, he wouldn't be trying to get guys to come to Edmonton. And in the summer, when he was skating with players, he was selling Edmonton. So I wanted to remind people of that
Oh yeah.
because that's important if you want to get into his mindset and thinking of that rather than reading into every line of what he has said over the past 2 weeks, I think is more valid. If he's intentionally trying to get guys to come to play here or sell the benefits of being an Oiler, I don't think he's leaving. Rather than going, well, he had that one line where he said this and he meant that, and do you think he's trying to pander to this or he's trying to force you out of his hand? No. That's why I believe it'll get done. I just wanted to point that out. I was thinking about it today when Joaquin was on, and thankfully Joaquin reminded me of that point.
It's fair. It's like the Kirill stuff, though. Like, that's an easy thing to wait for, too, or to see what happens, right?
True. If Craig Leopold is saying that he thinks Kirill Kaprizov's the best player in the world, which is total BS, by the way. It's insane. But I know he's pumping up his guy, and he wants to make him the highest paid. Good. Enjoy that for like a week or two, because the other guy is better than you, has been better than you, and will continue to be better than you, and will be paid better than you. So that is a good point. I'm glad you brought that up, Trevor.
Yeah, I don't know. People are worried, but it's just there's not a lot else going on in the Oilers world right now, so that tends to happen.
That's a great point, because people are excited about this rookie game on Friday, and I'm like, really? You are? That's interesting. Have fun with that.
People generally get pretty hyped up over that. The U of A games before, people head up too. And
Those are fun because they're at Claire Drake. Yeah. It was just a great way to go watch a game. I will say I'm very much looking forward to the next week of, did you see what Ike Howard did in that rookie game?
Well,
is 50 goals possible this year?
That sounds like Trevor right now. Not you, our Trevor, YouTube Trevor.
We didn't have as much to look forward to either. The times were
those times are different. Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why there was a bit more hype.
Oh, easily.
Right?
Now
it's looking for anything.
There's still we just went through the forecast. There's still time before we have to be at the rink. Let's rookies. Okay.
Thank you, Matthew.
It's whatever.
Yes, the voice of reason.
Let's chill.
Rookies report
Let's
tomorrow,
chill.
by the way.
Jeez.
Sorry.
So when does camp open?
17th.
Okay, so we got a week. So the day after, they're waiting for the Esties to finish.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
Maybe we need to get McKay. Maybe we need to invite McDavid to the Esties. And
Yes.
maybe he'll announce it at the Esties.
There will be a red carpet. It is black tie formal. There will be a photographer on site.
Like that.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe we need to just extend the offer. Who's his agent again? We should just extend him the offer and be like, hey, look, we've got the prestigious Esties. It's the biggest event in town. Your client would more than be happy. We welcome free ticket, front row seats.
Yeah. Balcony
VIP.
seating.
We can give him balcony seating.
We'll get him bottle service.
We can get bottle service for him.
Jasmine can line that up.
Jasmine and Connor.
And then he could, maybe then he'll announce it at the Esties. Or maybe he's just waiting for the Esties to finish. Maybe that's just what, he sees the four majors of EST and goes, okay, well, the Esties are still on. I can't take away the thunder of the Esties. So
it's quite courteous.
Camp's on the 17th. I'll announce a little after that.
Perfect.
Right.
We figured it out.
I can't think of any other reason.
Great brainstorming session.
Absolutely.
I'm sure it'll change by the next show.
100%.
Yes. But that's why you got all day programming.
Exactly. 6 to 6. So we could have different theories when it comes to Connor McDavid. It is also making me wonder, sorry to bother people, but the 5 stages of grief or denial. Is Edmonton starting in denial for the... Are we beginning that part of the process of all here? Just making up as many different scenarios as to when or why he's going to sign and parsing all of his stuff.
Just walking around, seeing people around town, hearing and the questions and the thoughts. I would liken it to the little kid who has to go to the bathroom and is getting really nervous and starting to grab the bottom of the crotch of their pants and ready to go, Mommy, I have to go to the bathroom. That's the stage we're at, I think.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I see that a lot.
Yeah.
The 5-year-old.
Yeah. You know exactly what I mean.
Yeah. Might have seen it this morning.
I do think that he's just balancing a lot of things for his personal life / making sure the team has money to win with, keeping money on the table for them, where also not having the PA go well, or maybe it's not fully the PA. Gager doesn't like that part. He says the PA doesn't care about the top players. but having the top players be like, well, you just lowered what we're gonna make. If just lowered, like if you're only gonna take 16.2, well, when you could have taken 17, you've limited our earnings per year by $1 million or whatever.
Yes.
And I could see that he's trying to weigh all of that by being the good Oiler, good family man. You know, obviously, I think he's set for life no matter what, but making sure it's still, you know, you get whatever you need. And 3, though, also being good, you know, the face of the franchise, face of the league. Being this new Sidney Crosby type thing. And I think he's just trying to weigh all those things right now and balance, okay, well, maybe I'll just do a 2-year deal. And then it does come in less. And people could still go get paid a lot because I'm going to be a free agent again in 2 years or do this again in 2 years. And if I do 4, it's going to be this number. If I do 8, it's going to be this number and all of that. I think that's just kind of what he's deciding right now.
Yeah. Could just want the bag too.
Absolutely. But
give me it all.
Yeah.
And that's where, like, it's not like he can go get more money in free agency.
Exactly, yeah.
Because the Oilers aren't going to be outspent by anyone. The Oilers aren't going to be like, well, you wanted the max deal? We can't give you that. We can give you $500,000 less. We just don't have that money. Daryl's going to give him whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
Right.
They're just waiting for Connor to be like, this is what I want. That's what it feels like, at least.
Well, yeah, like it's still significantly less than other leagues, right? So it's like he's trying to be a superstar in this league that's still way down the list.
It is way down the list.
So it's interesting, right?
Well, yeah, I guess there's that too. Is how much does he feel the pressure to raise? Like the PA maybe wants values raised, and you know, Gager says they don't care. They care about the middle end people, but maybe the PA cares just from a public perspective, where it's
one expansion. They're still talking about all this, more games.
But everyone always talks about the highest paid players in the leagues, and if you're saying your highest paid, like now it's not that much higher, but if you're saying our highest paid player is now 17.5 as opposed to 16, like just as you know, when people are like, well, this guy's making this in baseball or whatever, and you're like, that guy's a middle reliever. Why is he making more than Connor McDavid type thing? So maybe that's just the fight that the PA is also in Connor's ear, which is just the public perception of what is the highest value.
Okay, real quickly, this is hoopshype.com, and I just went to NBA salaries list. If McDavid gets, I want to go high end, 17.5. He would be the 106th highest paid player in the NBA, tied with Keldon Johnson of the Spurs.
Equal talents in their respective sports. Keldon Johnson is
smaller
Keldon
rosters.
Johnson.
Keldon Johnson is someone else. Like, whew, you should go pay to go watch him play.
So yeah, you start getting those big money deals in the NHL more. Maybe that ESPN perks up and all that more. Like they're already paying more for this stuff. Cap's going up. I don't know. The PA has to care a little.
I would think
definitely do.
I know Gager's fighting there. They don't care, but man,
If
he's the guy.
we hear it all the time about, oh, the PA doesn't like it when so-and-so takes a discount. PA doesn't like this. PA would like to see the high end go up and then more for everyone. There's got to be something to that.
Yeah, we're not getting no $9.7 million
Yeah.
sneaky deal, right?
Also, is he just going to be a guy that looks at it and goes, you want to know something? Maybe I'm just going to be a guy that's going to sign 2-year deals for the rest of my career and maximize all the money.
Right? Cap's going to keep growing.
Cap keeps going up. I'm signed. I have 1 more year in Edmonton. I'll sign a 2-year deal, which is 3 more years. But in 2 more years, I could sign another contract to make even more money. And then in 2 more years, I could sign another contract to make even more money. And then you want us at that point, I'll sign a 6-year deal and retire.
Bar Trove's expanding.
Now we're talking, Trevor. Yes.
Right? Franchise options.
Keldon
Johnson. It'd be interesting. Baseball and stuff too, where that would line up. Right?
Baseball
we can
salaries.
find out. I'm looking at Basketball Reference right now.
Baseball salaries.
I feel like
Well-
baseball, you'd still get them up in the top 50.
26-27 season for the NBA. Keldon Johnson is at 100. His spot is 100 in the league at 17.5. So McDavid would be tied for 100th highest salary.
Are we going with which?
This is NBA or Basketball Reference.
Okay, but are we doing?
Hypothetical 17.5 million.
It's 17.5.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Again, hypothetical. We're just saying.
Why isn't this working? Okay, I don't want rank. I want AAV. Dusty's recording a commercial.
He's doing
Sorry
a
about
PSA
that.
back
Sorry.
there. I don't know if it's picking up on the mic.
No, I don't think that
very
would.
formal. When gambling,
So it
set
doesn't
a limit.
They put the rank on. I'm adjusting based on AAV, and okay, I'm gonna have to. Well, I don't want the value. I want just the AAV, and they don't change the rank based on AAV. So I'll have to count this.
I think we have
Look
to
up baseball dash reference.
I am on a baseball thing.
We'll have to send that Game Sense app over to Ravens and Bears fans.
Oof, I got burned. Both games. Both games.
Absolutely wild stuff.
Were you jumping for joy? You're wearing your Vikings jersey.
Yeah, not quite jumping for joy. I was watching just at the brew house with a friend. And
Yep.
yeah, he's a Bears guy, and pretty wild start to absolutely crazy finish. Very nice to see JJ.
McCarthy
Yeah, nice to see him.
and JJ.
And JJ. And
connected
like
there.
he missed a couple too, Jefferson did, but he's always gonna get his share. But nice to see McCarthy kind of let it loose a bit at the end. Because the Bears were hot. They came out very fast and hitting everything. Swift was running, Caleb was running. Caleb's fast. That's what I couldn't believe, how fast Caleb Williams was
Sneaky too.
on all those runouts. Yeah.
Just quickly, McDavid would have at 7.5 about the 75th
All right.
highest salary in Major League Baseball.
All right.
Feels better.
He'd be a little below like Yu Darvish and Julio Rodriguez. So, oh no, he's above Julio Rodriguez. So there it is. But yeah, I was watching a little bit of that Monday Night Football game. I don't have any real determination. What did you make of JJ McCarthy? I don't know if you just asked that.
No, I asked about if he was excited about the way JJ McCarthy played.
He's a
Does he
rookie,
look?
right?
Does he look good enough to carry this team to a 10-win season?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
I think so. But I'm a
Right,
Vikings
Not at all.
fan.
like
biased.
there's going to be a drop. Like I don't think anyone's expecting. Was it 14 or was it 13-win season last year? It was a 14-win season last year, right? 14-3.
Yeah.
I think it was. I don't think anyone's expecting that from
Yeah.
the Vikings again. But can they be like a 10-11 win team with JJ McCarthy as a rookie?
I think so. I think that North is still manageable. Like it's obviously fairly optimistic about the whole situation, but he had a lot to learn. Like it's a rookie, but like nice to see him kind of settle into things at the end. And they were really trying to establish the run early on. Bears were just schmucking them down every time they could. And then, then he threw the pick six too. So, but to come back from that stuff, that's, I guess, the biggest thing.
Yeah.
To kind of come back from that because you could just collapse like a cheap tent and not. But looking down for Jefferson, looking down for Aaron Jones, and then ran one in at the end too. Like he showed a little bit of speed, a little bit of versatility. So pretty excited.
Who are they calling the quarterback whisperer? The guy that got Darnold back and got Kirk Cousins back on track.
Like our coach?
Yeah.
KOC, like Kevin O'Connell.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did the Ferris Bueller thing with him, I think.
Yeah.
The little graphic. Yeah.
He's a pretty fun coach. He's got a lot of emotion. Like it's nice to see.
No one expected what the Vikings did last year. No one expected that. With Sam Darnold of all people.
Yeah, especially after like McCarthy got injured.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Everyone thought that
Kirk was gone. So,
Yeah, everyone thought that in the end it was going to be okay. Well, the Vikings are going to be drafting top high pick or whatever. They've just lost their quarterback, and then they just kept winning football games with Sam Darnold. And then did the smart thing and didn't overpay Sam Darnold to keep him.
Right.
There's a lot of franchises in the NFL or in the past that would have that and be like, yeah, we have this rookie, but you want to know something? The rookie's going to have to wait a little bit. Look at what this Sam Darnold did last year. We can't let this guy walk. And the Vikings were like, no, we're not spending that money on a guy who had one really good year.
Well, he folded like a cheap tent in the playoffs, right? Darnold?
Yeah. Yeah.
And speaking of which,
Vikings playoffs a whole different story.
Yeah, there's been some tough losses with the Vikings in their playoffs.
Kickers was the big thing.
I did not mean to do this, but when they lost was it Blair Walsh's missed field goal?
Yeah, in Seattle.
Was that in Seattle? Or was that in the University of Minnesota Stadium?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
I can't remember, but I was at the Burrows with some people, and one was a Vikings fan, and you have to learn from these. I had a group from these. I won't do this again, but I'm like, he's got it. Like they're one, and then he missed, and I felt so bad. Hey, they was right there. You should make that kick.
You should.
How do you miss that kick?
Oh, that's a Cleveland's kicker.
I think a lot of Vikings fans want to know about how do they miss that kick, because they've had their history of that and stuff. So do the Bills in their past history. But yeah, I felt bad about saying that one in that moment. Well, he's got this.
They went to overtime when they had Favre, and then they lost. They never got the ball, so the overtime rules kind of changed back.
That's right.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, Favre took them to the NFC Championship game,
and they were good.
They were good. And then the next year he dealt with the concussions and he got hurt quite a bit.
Yeah,
yeah. That was an interesting year.
Yeah, that was
did a lot.
Lots of.
He also took, I think, the Packers to the NFC Championship game in his final year with the Packers. And they lost to the Giants. His last throw was an interception, if I'm not mistaken. He did not do any of that with the Jets.
No.
He did not take the Jets to an AFC Championship game or anything like that. But yeah, I think he did 2 NFC Championship games with the Vikings and the Packers, respectively.
Right. So.
In his later part of his career.
Hard to say. We'll see.
Caster 1990, major fallacy for NHLPA to use other sports leagues' highest paid players as comparable to what McDavid should get. The MLB, NBA, and NFL revenues dwarf the NHL by a major mile. Absolutely, but yep, I do wonder if there's just a public perception thing. And I wonder if they care about just that public perception of what people, because no one reads into the story. They just want to read the headline. That's
Which is
the issue.
Too bad.
Absolutely. It's right. But it's the same as JMO's always said the CFL should just lie about the CFL player salaries, because when you hear what they make, people go, oh, that's not a lot. And he's like, you should just tell them people that they make $5 million in these plays. And then people would care a little bit more. And like, hey, the CFL, same type of thing. Revenues aren't as there. They still make really good money. But people then look differently on the league because of those salaries. It's just a PR thing. They don't look beyond that. And while everyone's right on, and Caster 1990 is absolutely right on the fact that they're comparing, like the revenue is lower, that's also part of like the NHL. I don't think they want to be like, yeah, well, our NHL, our revenue's lower. We're not as good as these 3 leagues. Mm-hmm. They're trying to be with those leagues and say we are a big 4.
Yep.
Right.
So they're trying to have those. And so I think that's kind of what it is. Because again, headline, it's that I think it was NPR, probably a decade ago now or something. They wrote an article that had a headline, which was just ridiculous or something. And if you click the link and you read the article, they're like, we don't believe this. We just want to see how many people will get upset and not read this article. This is a test.
Great test.
And a bunch of people kept ripping, like, they're wrong on this. And people be like, did you read the article? And like, absolutely, I read the article. And like, you did not read this article.
I love
like,
that.
And there's this whole thing, and that's why like headlines are the thing that this world runs by. So I just wonder for the PA if they're just going, well, Connor, we need you to take more and try to bump up everyone so that PR wise it looks a little bit better for the PA.
Yeah, just to argue with Caster there. Yeah, you want to get in those top revenues, right? So you want like, I don't know how that happens. How do you make the states care? You're trying with expansion, that kind of thing.
Trevor, they've set a new record in revenue the last 2 years. Like, things are very, very good and healthy in the NHL.
Right.
It's just not to the extent of the NBA, MLB, and definitely not NFL. It's just that's where they are. That's where they exist. They're in all these markets. Like, the league is doing good. Is it perfect? No. But yeah, like, they've got their TV deals. Surprisingly, they got Rogers to lock in for another dozen years.
And ESPN, that kicks in next year.
Yeah, like ESPN,
or is that this year?
TNT. I think
the Rogers deal's next year.
I can't remember.
Just because there was a lot of rumor that they would sell off part of it.
Right.
That they that was one of the reasons that they locked it in. We just haven't heard that yet.
Amazon is the one that, instead of selling off to TSN or Bell, they've sold off to Amazon Monday nights, right?
Is that's on again still, right?
Oh yeah. That's
Oilers have 2 or is it 3 Prime games this year? It's 2 or 3.
The guys on the truck, when I was down in Calgary, I went and visited with them, and they're like, they're talking about Amazon when they do those games. You talk about the amount of money that Amazon has. You talking to Johnny Forsland, who calls the games on those Amazon Prime games. They rewrap the dome trucks with like the Amazon stuff, and that's just for like a game.
Okay.
And like to wrap those like 40-foot trucks. Sorry, Maddie.
Don't worry.
Is not cheap. Ask Bruce from William Huff. Like he'd probably be salivating, be like, bring that truck to daddy. We'll wrap it for one game and then rewrap it 2 weeks from now or whatever. Like it's unbelievable the amount of resources that they have. So I think that Rogers probably got a decent penny from Amazon for those Monday night games.
So what's the next step? Maybe kind of Apple's kind of doing some baseball stuff. Maybe get a Apple wanting a game here.
I think Apple's losing baseball.
They're losing baseball?
There's a whole bunch of stuff changing with baseball, I thought. Or is it Peacock?
Well,
I can't remember now.
because aren't all the regional networks kind of in flux now down there?
Big time.
All those Bally Sports and some of those guys.
They've basically gone away. FanDuel stepped in.
Oh.
Now they have the FanDuel Sports Network. I remember Carolina was in town, and Hannah Yates is their rinkside reporter, and it was their first game switching over from Bally's to FanDuel. So I'm like, Hannah Yates from the FanDuel Sports Network. And I'm like, that sounds weird.
That's
She goes,
wild.
it's different, yeah. And then there were a few teams that took it in-house. I think there's Scripps Sports now. I know basically there's been teams, a lot of the radio broadcasts, they've gone straight digital. They don't even have it on a old dial type thing. I think they've looked for deals with local radio stations after bringing it in-house. So it's been in like a state of flux. Yeah, like Fox Sports used to be the regional for so many American teams. Done.
Yeah,
Bally's
right.
took over a bunch of it. Done. I remember like the Golden Knights and a couple other teams. I think Seattle, Pittsburgh were with AT&T Sportsnet. Gone. Didn't last very long.
Yeah, Golden Knights went to free TV.
Yeah,
if I'm
I
not
think they're
mistaken.
Scripps as well. I don't even know what Scripps is, but it's like now you're watching Golden Knights hockey on Scripps Sports. Like,
Scripps Sports.
what is that?
Yeah. Well, the FanDuel thing, like, is that a channel you'd subscribe to then? Or you're like,
They rebranded
going on
those
their-
channels.
They're going on their app. Oh.
No, they rebranded those channels. Like Bally Sports are now just labeled FanDuel.
Oh, all right.
So they bought those channels and those rights, and they've just rebranded some of them with
So
their
you're still
logo out
you're
of
still
it.
subscribing kind of
No.
on your cable package or whatnot.
This is from just a couple days ago with baseball. Apple and NBC/Peacock appear to be the final contenders for the Sunday Night Baseball package and presumably playoff games. ESPN, looks like they won't be doing Sunday Night Baseball anymore, and possibly, well, they do the Wild Card Series and the Home Run Derby. They might be losing all of those, and they'll go to different platforms, which might be Peacock and Apple Plus.
Wow.
Apple TV Plus. Not even, I don't know if it'd be fully NBC. That would have that, especially like they can't do Sunday Night Baseball once fall comes around, once you get in the most important time of baseball, because NFL's back.
Yeah. That's insane.
But so Apple TV, yeah, they're actually very much in this. I think they're regretting the MLS deal that they've done because they've given a lot of money and they haven't got real value for that one in return. Yeah, well, that'd be something else. Sunday Night Baseball is like, that's a marquee night.
Yeah.
It's got its history.
Through the summer. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's to go to streaming possibly.
That's where
That's
everything's
wild.
going. Someone was telling me, someone in the business was saying that MLS, and you've said this before, Maddie, for the last couple of years, like MLS viewership is not particularly strong. I didn't know this, but Raptors viewership is not particularly strong either.
Really?
Yeah, I was very surprised.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Like even after the run, or
Yeah.
maybe it just died off. Like,
I could see Raptors fans being, especially in the Toronto area, very bandwagonish, where they're only going to follow an 82-game Raptors season if they know they're going to be good. But if they're bad, why bother?
we're back to the Leafs, right?
You got the Leafs going on for this year to start the, well, I guess, I don't know, basketball usually, when does basketball season? It's about
Like 2 weeks
mid-October.
after hockey.
So there is a chance, like, so there would be maybe a little bit of crossover, Blue Jays, Raptors, but that's not going to be significant enough for the Raptors. But yeah, you got the Leafs.
And Jays.
But
Oh,
for
yeah,
their
in the fall, you're right.
Yeah,
Sorry, my bad.
it's not a long. Like you've got the Leafs. So yeah, it's like
And kind of losing some of their stars, some of those people everyone knew. Like I'm not sure everyone goes around knowing Grady Dick says.
Grady Dick.
I know he's in those commercials.
Yeah, he's in a lot of commercials.
I could just that's the thing I could see is that maybe for Toronto fans, is I'm not watching the Raptors play Charlotte. I don't give a damn.
No. Like a Blue Jays
Tell me when the
game.
Lakers are playing, or when they're playing the Celtics, or when they're playing, the Golden State Warriors.
Sure. But like a Jays game, especially like they're playing so well right now, a Jays game will get 1 million plus.
Yeah, they do
Right.
great with Jays.
It's excellent, and it's coast to coast. Obviously, the Jays have a massive following, understandably so. But even if like the Raptors are getting 200,000 viewers, that's, if you think about it, not that strong.
No, because those
Consider-
are national broadcasts every game that they have.
Exactly.
They're not regional.
Exactly. Like an Oilers regional. I know when they were losing in the decade of darkness, like a bad night was like 150,000 to 200,000. Now that they're really good, top of the league, it must be closer to 300,000 per game, which is excellent. Like we were told the Coyotes were getting around 7,000 viewers on their broadcasts back in the day. It was that bad. So I mean, for a market like Edmonton to get 300 plus thousand a game, I'm guessing with a good team, that's punching above its weight class, considering you look at bigger markets with more people and tradition of good hockey history. Like, it's impressive.
The other thing for the Raptors, I guess, would be the NFL too, because you could watch the NFL Thursday, Sunday, Monday. So if they fall on any of those days, not really watching the Raptors. They get to a point where the NFL does play on Saturdays. So really, you've got Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, if you will.
And those are kind of throwaway nights.
Yeah,
for
it's
sports,
like where's
right?
it fall on your ranking if there's sports on, right?
Exactly. And then now, and especially on those days, you're now, okay, well, the Leafs playing though now.
That's right.
Right. So like I could see that the NFL would really hurt the Raptors too when it comes to viewership, because like, look, 82 is long in hockey. 82 is long in basketball. Especially when even now that they've added this play-in stuff, so many teams have the potential of making the playoffs, but not, who the contenders are and who's going to be knocked out kind of before the season even begins. So I can see that. I'm good.
What do you think of this argument from Big Dave via the Paris Jewelers inbox 780-218-9999? Raptors have to go head to head with the Leafs for ratings. Of course, the viewership is not great.
Yeah, that there's that, but it's also they don't always get like every day. They're not playing. Leafs game days and Raptors game days aren't always the exact same day. There is days where it's the Leafs one day and the Raptors the next day type thing. So
I don't really agree with Dave's argument.
that the Leafs would ultimately be the main
They
draw.
are king, yeah.
That'd be a factor as we've gone through. I think the NFL too, though. Like I think it's Leafs and Raptors, or Leafs and NFL are the two biggest reasons for me for the Raptors, and them just not being good.
Success is
Yeah.
the big thing.
Yeah.
Look at the Elks, right? Like
100%.
it's success. People like to see a team win. It's
Right.
pretty easy.
If the Raptors, we knew, were going to be a top team in the East, they're going to be 1, 2, 3. They're going to compete right at the top. I think their TV numbers would shoot up
Plus, Leafs,
significantly.
100 years.
Well,
Blue Jays, 50 years.
it'll take.
Raptors, what, 30 now?
It would take like another good playoff run. I feel like for that talk to happen again.
Yeah.
And then people are excited the next season.
Which, to your point, actually, when the Raptors won that year, there's a lot of people who were saying the Leafs were, or the Toronto was more of a Raptors town than a Leafs town.
That quickly.
That there was
changed
more
back.
Raptors jerseys, and there was just more other things going on, and because the younger demographic, there was a lot of people making the claim that it's more of a Raptor city than a Leaf city.
Yeah, then
But they were
Kawhi got
good.
that tree planting application. So
I'm glad he got hired. Good for him.
yeah,
What an environmentalist.
he's a really, really good tree planter.
Yes. Second best in the country.
Yeah, holy.
I always thought we were talking about him on that story. I thought it was just the joke about Stoff the whole time. When that first story came up, I'm not going to lie. Oh, Kawhi.
Yeah.
That kind of has gone away right now.
A little
There
bit.
hasn't been any, rumbling. Yeah, maybe the NBA is doing an investigation or something like that, but it kind of just went really quiet.
It's also the Clippers. And part of me thinks that people don't really give two craps about the Clippers. If it was the Lakers or the Knicks, Golden State, Dallas even, it'd be all over the place. If and when they conclude that there was a major violation of the CBA and they get hit with a monster penalty, then we'll be talking about it.
Well, yeah, you guys were talking last week. It was like the one team lost 5 first rounds or something silly.
The Timberwolves lost a number of picks. The contract was voided. There was suspensions that were handed out.
Yeah.
But the money fine for a first offense in the CBA is not that great.
Was it $5 million?
I think it was $5 million, which for Steve Ballmer was nothing.
It's in his car.
Yeah, exactly. $5 million.
Cash?
There's a number called $5 million. I only started at $100 million.
Yeah.
So, well, the draft picks would be because they don't even have a lot of draft picks.
Right.
Still sitting with them. But it's your point, like Snoop Dogg put them as the 10th most important basketball team in the LA area.
Wow.
Yes.
It is the greatest. It was when Kawhi signed with the Clippers, and then people were trying to make the claim that
didn't he have like the YMCA team ahead of the Clippers?
People were trying to make the claim that it's a Clipper city, and Snoop and a lot of Lakers fans like it's never going to be a Clipper city. So his tweet from July 6, 2019. Looks like I need to remind Clippers fans the hierarchy of LA basketball. 1, Lakers. 2, UCLA basketball. 3, the Sparks. 4, USC basketball. 5, Westchester Comets. 6, all Drew League teams. 7, YMCA Junior Lakers. 8, the pickup teams at Venice Beach. 9, Clippers.
My God. That's fantastic.
That's a great
Pickup
list.
teams at Venice Beach.
Snoop-a-loop. Yeah. Now, I went to a Clippers game, I don't know, 10 years ago, whatever, and we had great seats. Lower bowl, like 10, 15 rows up, somewhere in that range. And you look at the ticket, and it was like $35.
Damn.
Wow, this is great. And it was pretty full. It was a Blake Griffin era, so it was good. I had a great time. And then we compared it to the Lakers game that was like a couple days later because we had the Oilers-Kings game the next night. But the Lakers ticket prices for that same seat we were in, or I was in, was 10 times more. It was like $350. That's kind of a tell, I would say.
I did Lakers Clippers 2 different games same day. We through like StubHub and stuff got split apart, got some seats in part of a suite for a Clippers game for like nothing at all.
Yeah.
Bad split with some like 4 other people or something, but whatever. We're in a suite for a Clippers game and it cost us like nothing.
Yeah.
Lakers game, man, there's no chance we would have got it for that price.
You could buy a house with that one.
For more money, and also through a deal like we then spent, but we were behind the bench or behind the net and stuff. But it was like, there's no way we could have come close to getting a suite or anything like that at a Lakers game.
Yeah.
There's no secondary, no nothing. And they weren't a great team still even at that time. But yeah, it was, there's a big difference between the two. And even the show was different. It's
incredible.
That's why us Lakers are so great.
Oh, here we go.
Holy.
He does that.
Somehow that came around.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the Ravens then?
I said 0-4 start to the season.
Hey, that's fair.
I was being mocked. I was being told, you're wrong, you're wrong. Just you watch what happens this week against the Browns.
Oh, yeah?
They split
Browns
with
to
the
cover,
Browns.
not saying it.
They always
Browns to cover?
D-Gens. Come
easy
on.
cover.
Hey,
Easy cover.
What
I
is
went
this?
with the grandest parlay yesterday.
Man, we're
Are we on
I'm
a cold
sorry.
streak here?
Yeah, it's a bit
I sprinkled on all the EST specials yesterday, and the only one that hit was Dusty's DeAndre Swift 3 receptions.
right.
Yeah, his early bird bet got
'cause
screwed.
Swift needed 13 yards.
And he had 12.
12.
I thought he had like a large.
And
Did they call that back? Didn't he have a
Maybe.
catch that was like 15 yards? And I'm like, I've got this.
and then because the grandest had Thielen, and I don't
Yeah.
know what happened there.
Yeah.
Like he got one, dropped that, and then he got the 2 point, but the 2 point doesn't count.
No. So awesome.
So
Way to go, DGen Den. Let me
Hey,
down.
we're trying, man.
I know, I'm teasing.
The Duck Dad's in there sweating it all
Let's
the
go,
time.
Duck Dad.
Ravens are minus 11 against the Browns. I'm telling you right now, Browns cover.
Easy cover, you're saying. Maybe.
Let's go through the Ravens over the last 2 years or last few years against.
Browns to cover is the bet of the year. They covered on the Bengals. They're going to cover it in the Ravens.
That's almost like that Red Black spread that was at 12 yesterday.
Last year, they lost the first meeting 29-24 after the Ravens they won 5 straight going into that one. They then beat them 35-10 though in the last game of the season. So very last game.
In Baltimore?
That one was in Baltimore.
Or is it on Sunday?
I believe it's in Baltimore. So in Cleveland 2 years ago, they won 28-3. Then Cleveland went to Baltimore and won 33-31. So a split. 2022 may have been a year where they swept. They beat the Browns 23-20, and then they lost to the Browns 13-3. They were 10 and 7 that year, the Ravens. The year before that, the Ravens beat the Browns 16-10, and then they lost to the Browns 24-22. 2020, I think this was the sweep. I think the Ravens swept in 2020. Beat them 38-6, and then beat them 47-42, though. An 11-point spread? I just went through it right there. The odds stay, like at least 80% of the time, I would say the Browns will keep it within 11 points.
I'm going to sprinkle this.
The
right
Ravens
now.
also might crush them.
They might.
So,
But as a Ravens fan, having watched a number of Ravens-Browns games and texting my buddy Warren, there's at least one game a year where I am swearing at the Ravens to Warren going, why are we sweating this game till the end? And the Ravens either win it or then I'm even more pissed off that they lost. But the Browns make the Ravens sweat.
man, the Browns are just hanging around, eh? They're making the Bengals sweat. They're making the Ravens sweat.
Yeah, what is it with the Bengals, though, starting the season?
It's so tough to watch.
I stand by it. DGen Dan always tries to win. Just throwing that out there. And then Wheels, put your money on the Saints this weekend. Saints will win.
Oof.
Who do the Saints even have? Like, one, doesn't matter to one degree, but who do they even have?
I think there was a
Oh, they got the 49ers.
49ers.
The Bills are only 6.5-point favorites over the Jets going into this weekend. That's an interesting one to me. That seems low.
The line moved on that Ottawa BC game, by the way. It's
2
now at
points.
10. Yesterday it was at 12.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
D-Gens are going to hammer that. Some more stuff.
Bills Jets at 6.5 is an interesting one. Like, that one I could see that should be 10 plus.
Bills Jets?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
You
they're
think the Jets,
just worried about what happened with the Ravens. I don't know. Slow start. I don't know.
I guess like the Jets with Fields, they did score some points against the Steelers. And the Steelers are supposed to have a good defense.
They smashed that over.
Yeah.
That Jets Steelers game. So silly. Points everywhere.
But I'd feel like the Bills are going to want to come out themselves and have a stronger game. And it'll be an interesting one. I just feel like they could be a little higher for the Bills, the spread.
The Saints are going to win that many games for poor Wheels there. But
And then did they draft Arch Manning if he goes into the thing?
oh, man.
Bring him home. Were you going to go to, Tommy?
Bronco Nick updated me on that DeAndre Swift catch. Came back on a hold. Damn it.
Right.
And then this text says, Matthew, you shut your mouth right now. Kawhi is innocent and the Clippers are great. I will listen no further to this slander. I've gotten Lakers tickets for $23 in the Kobe era, so miss me with ticket price argument. I'm telling you what face value was from the Ticketmaster, the Lakers website, and the Clippers website. I literally had the ticket in my hand when it was mostly physical tickets. It said $35. That same seat 2 nights later, face value $350.
The Clippers aren't even the little brother to the Lakers in that city. They are
just
the distant cousin, the third cousin of LA. No one cares about the Clippers.
They got to see Kobe for $23.
That's the thing.
Damn, that's awesome.
I for that price, I was in a suite. at a Clippers game.
Okay, who sent this in? I don't have a name on it, but they texted this in saying, speaking of parlays, I missed the first game and the last game. It's all soccer, though. $110 bet, 15-leg parlay would have paid out $337,525.77. Missed on 2 games.
Jeez.
Ghent and Club Bruges, or Brugge.
That's 2 Belgium clubs.
And then Man City versus Brighton was the first and last.
Yeah, that was a pretty big upset. No one was expecting that one coming. But the City's looking like trash right now.
15-game parlay. Still throwing $100 on it though. Oh,
I know. That's a lot.
I do the $1 ones.
That's the thing. Like if you're making those big ones, I thought you would go a couple bucks because it still pays off really well.
Yeah, Jen likes to we throw parlays in on Sunday mornings. Yeah, you throw $1 or $2 on all of them. Yeah.
And what would be the payout on a long one usually?
We had a nice one last year. I think I put $5 and we got 2,500.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Jen threw in a absolute monster. It's fantastic.
That was the big one.
That was the big one.
Like if we wanted to do a little parlay, like a quick one, we'll just do straight. Do you guys do spread or money line?
It depends on the game.
Okay, well, I'll just do money line quickly. Or see, we'll just go through this weekend, and this will tell you how. Okay. We'll tell you like if you throw just a couple bucks down, what happens. Okay, so it's Packers. I'm just gonna randomly pick teams here. I'll just do it off the spread because then the numbers are pretty similar. So I'll go Packers covers, Cowboys cover, Bengals cover, Browns cover. Lions cover. What's going on here? I clicked the wrong button. Dolphins cover. Well, I'll go Patriots cover. Sorry, Belsey. Rams cover. Steelers cover. 49ers cover. Jets cover. Cards cover. Broncos cover. Chiefs, I'll say they pull it off. Vikings. Texans. And it's a 2 Monday Night Football game this week.
Already?
Yep.
Yeah.
What's that?
So that's a 16-leg parlay for plus $3,629,535. So if you bet $1 on that one, it would win you $36,000. That's a 16-leg parlay. So
and they run out of chances on the big ones once we start in bye week. So get the fun ones in early too.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Because bye weeks start week 4, I think usually is.
Yeah, the Vikes have 2 overseas games. They play in Ireland.
You have 2 overseas games?
They play in Ireland, then they play in Tottenham or something.
In the same season?
Yeah.
Has that ever happened before besides the Jags?
I don't know. But what a trip. That would have been amazing. Oh.
Jags did that last year, right?
Jags
Their
did a
owner's
bit.
from London.
Why? And he owns a soccer team over there, and everyone.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rumbles that if it ever went to London, he'd want the London team or something.
So I'm assuming the Vikes get a bye after that, so that's already week 5.
Yeah, usually you get buys. You get to choose a bye before or after or something like that, if you want to. I think the Ravens a couple of years ago just denied it or something, said we're good or whatever it was. But yeah, that's
2 Monday nighters already.
Yeah. Yeah, because usually that used to be the opening week. They used to do that for opening week. There was the double Monday nighter. Then they moved it to week 2. And then there's a couple of other Monday nighters this year where there's double games.
It's not continuous, eh? Yeah, I haven't looked ahead. It's just
they'll go back to 1 Monday nighter, and then there's a point where they'll do a 2 again.
Because when does Saturdays start? Not till
that's December. Usually after college.
Right before
they'll have
Christmas.
national championship or conference championship weekend, and then the weekend after is usually when the NFL starts their Saturdays.
What's the NFL doing for Thanksgiving this year? Because didn't they have like a 4-day?
Well, they did the Black Friday.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if they did the Saturday.
It's got to be the classics. Classic on Thursday.
That's fine.
Right?
Yeah. Green Bay, Detroit, Chicago,
Dallas, and then who's in the evening?
Bengals, Ravens is the evening. Packers are in Detroit. Chiefs are in Dallas. They play a Friday game again, and then they have a bunch of Sundays, and they do the Monday.
No Saturday.
No, and I don't think they did the Saturday last year. Saturdays will begin week 16. December 20th, there's 2 games. And then week 17 is this. Yeah, it's the Thursday, so it's Christmas.
It's the college ball, man.
They've got
just don't touch Saturdays. They leave.
They're going to. I stand by it.
Yeah, you were saying when that was like a month ago, you were saying every day of the week.
I think in my lifetime, in all of our lifetimes, we will see the NFL play every day of the week as their regular schedule.
Can't see it.
I brought that up on a different show, and there was some text coming in and be like, there's no way the NFLPA would ever allow that. That's ridiculous. And I'm like, I'm just saying.
Why wouldn't they?
What the idea was.
It's not like, actually, I think the PA would go more for it because it's not like you're playing there'd be more spacing between games.
I guess you still can have
Just telling you the
8
reaction.
games on Sunday, right? Like,
I think they would
if you
move
need
slowly, go away from that to a degree.
they have to love that. Look at the look of the sports book at
I
the
get that.
Caesars pool or whatever, wherever you are, and every kickoff's happening at the same time.
But I also
That is
see
kinda
that they
cool.
see these triple headers. Everyone's watching these singular games, and the primetime money is massive. And they could go to CBS and they could go to Fox and be like, we're making every game prime time now.
prime time.
Apple and the fan.
If you're
network.
CBS and you're Fox, you don't have to come up with as much programming anymore, produced programming, because the NFL is going to take over your fall schedule.
Oh man.
And you save money that way. So they'll be like, give us more money. I'm not saying this is going to happen the next 5 years. I think in my lifetime, we're going to have regular games being played on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Fridays and Saturdays, and it's going to be 7 days a week. And they're going to push the season back a little further, and they're just going to make a lot more money. And the PA is going to be okay with that because they'll be making a lot more money.
Cha-ching.
You can get rid of mini OTAs and all that stuff that happens in March because the season's going longer. So the players will have a different off season. My gut says one day that will happen.
I still love the Sundays. Sundays, fantastic. We watch at a buddy's house and bring the kids over. Kids all play. Kind of wives get a break and stuff. So it's fantastic.
Okay, but imagine this, Trevor. Instead of what do we get? Like 4 games at 11, 4 at 2, and then the Sunday nighter. We had 9 games on Sundays.
Yeah,
Somewhere around there.
A bit more, yeah.
Imagine they whittled it down to like 4 or 5. So you still have a couple games happening 2 games happening simultaneously,
need
and then
2
you get the
TVs.
Sunday nighter. Yeah.
Instead of 3, wait.
And the NFL doesn't care about what fans want. Because if
This
they
is
did,
a good point.
If they did, they wouldn't start adding commercials to Red Zone. And I know there's a total of 1 minute of commercials in Red Zone. That's week 1.
Oh, I didn't watch any Red Zone. Yeah.
Tell me in 5 years how many commercials are within Red Zone. Like, let's
Times
see how
100.
many are going to be in the Red Zone by then. If the NFL cared about what their fans wanted, Red Zone would stay commercial free. They don't care what their fans want. And in the end, fans will still the NFL could move all of their games to be played at 2 a.m, and fans will wake up at 2 a.m. to watch their games.
They'll just add a $10 surcharge, commercial-free Red Zone. The usual, right? Everything's behind a paywall.
It's already behind a paywall though. You have to subscribe and pay for Red Zone.
gotta
$10
pay,
more,
right,
no
and now it's
commercials.
and so now the people are like, I pay for this already, but I don't want commercials. Now I'm paying and I still get commercials.
Isn't the zone adding that? There's a thing you have to add something to get multi-screen. I thought
That would surprise me.
Like
That now if you want to
watch
put
more than one game
at
yeah.
once, they're going
There's
to
like
be a
little bit
premium
addition.
feature.
I thought I saw
Absolutely.
that.
No, none of them care about what the fans or the consumer wants, especially when it comes to the NFL and the Shield, because they'll get away with it. And that's why, as much as we want all of this, like Avery can't do Friday games past September due to high school football, if I call correctly. FCC won't allow it. You don't think the NFL can lobby Congress to change that? You don't think the NFL has the money to change whatever they want, or the fact that they'll just do whatever they want and say, bring it?
NFL versus high school football.
They'll just
Good
go,
luck.
bring it.
Good call, Avery.
Let's go. Challenge us in court.
Yeah.
Or at the very least,
it
then
on.
they'll spend the money and pay off the politicians that are necessary through lobbyists and get the rule changed.
That's right.
It's not hard for the NFL.
That's right.
Maybe. I don't know if it happens.
They used to. There was just an understanding you do not touch the Friday of Thanksgiving because that's college. The NFL gets Thursday, Friday is college. And last year they went after the Saturday. And apparently that sent shockwaves to the NCAA because they're coming after us now.
Well, on Christmas now, right?
Christmas, that was
Absolutely hammered the NBA.
that was the NBA's day. The NFL has played games on Christmas before. Usually it would fall on the weekends or whatever, and then they'd if the Christmas day they'd put a couple games, or if it fell on the Saturday, they'd move some games to that. Last year they do it and this worked really well. We're doing it moving forward. Christmas is now ours. The NFL is so powerful. Again, Taylor Swift's maybe the only thing more powerful right now is entities. They will get these laws changed. They will get these things changed. They will just change the way we do things.
I could see that.
Like we used to never have the Friday game in Brazil to start to kick off the season. Now we're going to start having that week in and week out, year in and year out, or year in and year out, I should say. Like that's what's happening. That's what's coming.
The Super Bowl push made me laugh because I think we're a few years away from the Valentine's Day Super Bowl in a couple of years here.
Uh-oh.
If they get to 18 games, I think it pushes it back another week. I think it's a holiday in the States.
See, that's like
Or they're not far. Is it MLK Day? Or there's a holiday? Because I remember watching this whole TikTok thing where this was like conspiracy theory type thing for NFL.
Nice.
And it was one of those where they're like, everyone wants the Super Bowl moved to a Saturday so that they can party and not have to worry about work the next day. And then like, this is how the NFL's thinking though right now. And they broke it down, I think, with the 18 games and all that. And like the season will be pushed back again. And then the Monday is a holiday.
Is that Family Day then? That would line up?
For us, would be Family Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just say something? Nothing like getting news from TikTok. Legit.
This is just a theory. This is just
I
being
know,
directed
I'm
in the
just
right way.
saying, it's ridiculous. The stuff I saw, I doom scrolled on TikTok. I was guilty of it last night, and the stuff I saw on there was ridiculous. Ridiculous. That's all I want to say.
By the way, this is the EST Hangout here on Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta. EST Sports Deposit 50, get a free 50. YG 50, deposit 50, get a free 50. Sobekirk with us here. Tom Gazzola, Iwanyk with you here. Portions of this hour of the Hangout are brought to you by the High Product Marketing, official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out, thehighproductmarketing.com. The NBA saw an 84% jump in Christmas ratings last year, and that was with an NFL game. They did. But the NFL saw bigger numbers still for them. What happened, I think, because that was all Netflix. That was Netflix,
and they brought in all the talent.
Yeah.
Didn't they have crazy halftime shows? Who was playing again?
Beyonce did one. But I think part of that was like for the NBA where they actually saw success out of that was the people that don't have Netflix are like, where's the NFL game? Oh, there's NBA. And they just watched it.
Convenience.
Yep.
And also, like, people are going to get like sick of all the subscriptions, right?
If you're subscribed to everything right now, you're probably paying more than you did ever with cable.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't watch it all.
Yeah.
Disney, Netflix,
Paramount,
Amazon, Disney, Apple.
Crave.
In Canada, Crave.
Yeah.
So then there'd be, but in the States, it'd be HBO Max with it or whatever the hell HBO is. DAZN, Fubo for some.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Are we missing anything? Hulu
yeah.
for the States and stuff.
Aggressive, start dropping BritBox in there and Crunchyroll and all.
Well, there
this
is
stuff,
BritBox.
right?
I know of that one.
Crunchyroll's got anime for some of those people, but there's stuff everywhere, man.
This is why
Anime are the cosplayer people?
No, this is like that cartoon.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
IPTV. I have it all, and in my office, and that's one of these days that will change.
I don't know. They always
He has a
find way.
brilliant mind.
Yeah.
He's a schemer.
Jay was actually just texting me. Okay, I should have confirmed it. Wait, is it Sobekirk or Sobekirk?
Sobe, like the drink.
Drink Sobekirk.
Yeah, I loved that drink when it was out.
That was great drink.
Like, yeah.
That had
unhealthy.
They had the little sayings on the bottom of the cap, right? Yeah. I miss when they did things with caps. You remember like Pops, you'd open up and you'd have to get like a knife out to plop it out and you'd enter.
Win?
Every so often you won like a free pop or something.
I still go buy a case of Mickey's. They got sayings in Mickey's, don't they?
Do they?
That little beer? Yeah. Don't they?
I don't know.
This beer's okay. But yeah, no, Sobe loved it. Cases full. And then got a lizard once, named it Sobe. Is a
Oh, yeah?
pretty wild stuff.
That makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Sobe drink?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where it does come from.
Yeah, and it was like gamer tag on Xbox, and so now I just try to
yeah.
get the handle on everything. But it's like soap. Some people like Sobekirk.
Sobekirk. That's how I always said it.
I think I was been saying it as Sobekirk, which is the right way. Because I've always just reverted as I thought of the drink.
There you go. Well, we're similar ages, probably.
Yeah,
too,
that's
right?
so. That's where I was. So I don't. Yeah, I guess. I wonder what Jay was saying then. Very fascinated by this.
Jay was saying it with a French accent.
Maybe Jay's never had a Sobe,
Maybe not.
which is sad.
He's missing out.
Would have brought a case, but you can't find it anywhere.
That's okay.
VR.
I'll survive.
Sobe green tea equals elite. I didn't know they had a green tea. They had a green tea?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then
Orange, pink, and just like that neon color, right? Because now you open a box of Smarties, it's like no artificial coloring. It's a little,
They're duller now.
it's the same, Fruit Loops.
yeah.
Like our version of Fruit Loops versus the American, it's so lackluster in terms of color,
get
which is better for you, but it's still just like, oh.
Get an orange Sobe, it looks like ooze, man. You're gonna get superpowers off that thing.
Remember McDonald's orange drink?
That was great.
And you didn't really like. Was it orange juice? No, it was just. What was the flavor? It was orange drink.
We're the age where they bring them in the
yellow
can
container.
to school. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you'd be like, I need more of that orange drink, and then everyone's like this for the rest of the day.
All the kids
Just
got
buzzing.
some
Yeah. Those were the best days. Hot dog day,
Give me
hot
more
lunch day.
dice.
Yeah.
Oh, when you get the form for like pizza day coming,
Yep.
and you had to pick between pepperoni and cheese, but as a kid, like we're getting a hot lunch day.
Yeah.
Like just that even in itself is like, oh my God, like in next week we're getting a hot lunch day or something.
What would we have? We had pizza day, hot dog day, hamburger day. Oh, those were the best. And it always came with orange drink.
We could walk over to. I went to St. Anne for a little bit, and you could walk over to the McDonald's. They'd walk over to some of the kids. Back when we were young. I feel like pancakes, orange drink.
St.
Delicious.
Cecilia days, you'd walk to North Town and Northwood malls, and there was a Wendy's by the bus depot or terminal there.
Love that Wendy's.
Yeah, you get Junior Bacon cheeseburgers for like $1.37 or something like that. So it's like, do you have a toonie? Need a JBC.
The JBCs are so good.
Yeah.
Had a couple JBCs on the way back from Calgary with Dusty and
Still delicious.
They're still fantastic.
Jay and I.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, Dusty didn't have. No, he did have one. Except he's like, yeah, no veggies on it though. I was like, well, so you want a cheeseburger?
No veggies.
Yes.
JBC has lettuce, tomatoes, and then
Onion.
burger and cheese. There's no onions on
No
it.
onion? Oh, okay.
No.
And ketchup.
And ketchup. And he's just like, ask for no
JBC,
veggies.
no
and you're like,
veggies?
so then it's a cheeseburger. You just want a
Essentially,
cheeseburger.
Yeah,
With bacon.
with bacon.
With bacon.
Bacon
A bacon
cheeseburger.
cheeseburger.
But
Bacon cheeseburger.
actually, nights where
Which is a junior bacon cheeseburger then. But it's like, it's weird. That's like, you just want no veggies.
the Oilers are away and we're in studio, not on location, I would pop over to this Wendy's and either myself and Trav or myself and Hernan, we would crush a couple of JBCs each.
They're still relatively well
know.
priced.
That and spicy chicken was always
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
That's a good one.
They're still only like $2 something, which for nowadays, that's a good price
Pretty good.
for value. Go crush a couple of those and boom, you're happy.
The Edmontarian says it's orange Fruitopia. I had it on the weekend, but there was no Fruitopia back then. Maybe it is now because McDonald's is with Coca-Cola, which has Fruitopia, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Probably way better than orange drink. But orange drink was a mix of whatever food coloring that orange was, sugar,
Yeah.
and more sugar, and maybe like some kind of artificial fruit extract flavoring that you're like, this is not an actual fruit flavor.
Shitties does a take on that orange drink.
Yes.
I don't
And
think you guys have had that.
And they
I
slammed it
have
with
that one. It's
vodka.
good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That place is awesome.
I've always tried to buy it on 99th Street.
Packed always.
Shout
Great.
out.
The Flatboy Burgers there is just absolutely delicious. The drinks are great. It's a great spot.
Speaking of Beer Row, real quickly, shout out to Alley Cat 30th anniversary.
Oh, cool.
They had the inflatable 6 o'clocker lager can.
Oh, nice.
It looked like an awesome time. So just shout out to them and congratulations on 30 years.
Yeah.
Speaking
Alley
of Beer
Cat.
Row. Yeah. Round of clicks, Trevor. There we go.
No, Alley Cat's good. They're OG, right? They're not a lot of breweries that old in the city. So
No, 30 years is a long time for just.
right?
First.
Yeah. Alley
And to
Cat-
not have like, and some of those earlier ones, they ended up getting bought out by like major breweries and stuff.
yeah,
They didn't.
Alley Cat, Yellowhead was kind of the start of the craft beer kind of thing.
Brewsters start here? Or was that somewhere else?
Calgary kind
Was
of.
it Calgary?
Is it?
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
They're moving downtown locations.
Where to?
They're closing the one.
big one?
They're closing that one and moving into where Beer Revolution is.
Really?
heard.
And where's Beer Rev going?
Closing.
Oh, that's too bad.
Man.
I think I heard online. Well, read online that maybe the rent is being raised at the one that they're at on the corner. So they're moving, and they own Beer
That one
Revolution,
at the corners.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, they own Beer Rev. Yeah.
so that they're going to take over the Beer Revolution spot and make that the new Brewsters.
That's too bad because that Brewster's on 116th and 104th Ave is awesome.
Yeah, that's like the only one kicking. Or is there still the one down in Mayfield?
There's Brewsters in Meadowview,
Okay.
and then there's one more. I think there's 3 Brewsters.
Ave,
That one's still open?
Or 113th
It
Street?
might be. Is that Beaumaris
North
area?
side?
Beaumaris,
No,
yeah.
it's a daycare now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it
By
really?
Castle Downs. Yeah.
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 No way.
Man,
It's been closed a long time. They tried to do a couple swap overs, so
it's too bad. I haven't been up that way in a long time.
So there's downtown, there's Meadowlark, and there
the
is
west end.
one in Summerside.
interesting.
Okay.
I didn't know that there's this one in Summerside.
Yeah, Brewster's
Yeah,
still
there you go.
kicking around.
So they've got their 3. Yeah, they used to have so many locations. Now it's just those 3. But yeah, they're apparently going to be taking over
Hope
where
they
Beer
keep
Revolution
some of
is.
that Beer Rev stuff. Like they had so much on tap there.
Beer Rev, it was great if you wanted to try different beers from everywhere. Remember they had the screens
Mm-hmm.
with the rotating taps. What do we have today?
That was often my go-to with like your Remchuk for a while. We'd meet up like every 4 months or something for drinks.
Beer
And he'd be like, I'll come downtown. And then we were like, I'd be like, let's go to Beer Revolution. We try a
Well,
couple
they did a
different beers.
nice pizza too.
Yeah,
right?
they
Beer
did.
Rev.
They did.
It was kind of that pizza that everyone talked about before. What Campio?
Yep.
Campio like people like their pizza too.
Campio's patio has been bumping lately.
It's huge now, right?
Now that we've been kicked out of our parking garage as it gets fixed,
Yeah, they haven't updated us. They're
I
supposed to
know.
update every week.
I was gonna ask you, are you back in there? Because they're
No.
supposed to like let
No.
They're supposed to be 7 days a week now.
Okay, sorry for that. We got
Sorry,
Condo
it's a
little thing here.
downtown. We're very
So
angry.
they've taken away they have to redo our parkade thing, and Tommy, they're doing the bottom half now.
Builders did a bang-up
it was supposed
job
to be
on
every
it.
10 days per floor.
Yes.
We're at 4 months, or 4 weeks, I should
Yes,
say.
you should
So
be
a month.
back in.
And they're supposed to update every week. They didn't update last week, and yet we haven't had an update yet this week.
Let's go.
I'm getting really annoyed with them right now.
One would argue if you live downtown, you don't need a car.
Oh,
I wish. Unfortunately,
we're not there yet.
Hey, that's what the suburbs are for.
Well, that's where then there was no way I don't think I could have convinced Dusty to move the offices downtown.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, touche.
No, but it's just one of those. I just want to. It just messes with the morning just that little bit more.
That extra
Just
walk.
that little bit more.
It's like 5
It
to 7
sucks.
minutes.
And you don't think it's that long,
It is that
but
long.
it ends up being that like you're like, yeah, I'm leaving at a good time. And you get in the car, you're like, damn, it's already pretty late.
That's me like the last 2
I
weeks.
know.
I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Crap.
I'm like, I should be here 10 minutes earlier.
I'm a little behind, and then you get in the car and you're like, okay, I got to get to work. But it's every
God.
10 days they should be because they closed it on the 11th, so it should have started on the 12th officially.
Yes. You should be
Today's
back
the
in your
9th.
stalls.
What are they doing?
I'd love an update on this.
Tell you
I should.
what.
My dad actually messaged. I'm going to text him right now, see if he
Yeah.
heard.
We have, okay, this is total
Yeah,
aside,
it's
but
not
we
enough
have like
people.
a group chat for the condo.
Yeah.
And like it popped off over the weekend. Like I had 300 missing or unseen texts. I'm going, what the hell is
Your
happening?
building can't be that old.
It's not. It's like 7 years old.
9.
It's like
I
9
hit
years
9
old.
years.
So like,
Well, so the behind it is the builder screwed up the parkade membrane, the cover of it. They didn't do it properly,
resurface
and it was it was mentioned right off the bat, like in the early days, like this is crap, like this isn't gonna last, this isn't good enough. And there's been fights with them, and that now we've been suing them, and we're in an active lawsuit against them for a few things.
Damn.
And they got to a point where this is part of the lawsuit, but it got to a point where the board was like, this needs to get done, and we now have to do it.
They found
And
a
so they do it.
live wire underneath the epoxy, like a live electrical wire.
yeah, trying to
Barely.
The concrete is very poor.
Trying to
They're
melt.
ripping it up, and they see like footprints in the concrete and stuff. So they have to also like fix the concrete in a certain spot.
Yeah,
Oh,
trying to-
my dad, nothing, pissing me off. And I asked for an update on
Other
parkade.
than that, I love my place.
yeah, because you're milling it in an existing parkade, and you got to get all that crap out of there.
Yeah.
They did a good job on the first part, and they
looks
started
nice.
off updating us properly. But
Yeah.
now all of a sudden it's just gone quiet.
Let's
and it's
go.
Like, come on.
We want to know. I want to park in my stall, not across the street you see some interesting stuff on like a 5-minute walk downtown. Oh God.
Yeah, we ask all our EPCOR buddies, right? If they're
Surveyor
downtown.
Brett has seen some stuff. My buddy
yeah.
Brett Akinichny's seen some stuff.
There's stuff always happening.
They need to clean that up. Hopefully in the next election we get things sorted out because being hands-off, the hands-off approach has not been beneficial.
Yeah, that's fair. Housing's always a big thing.
Yeah.
Georgia Satellite started as Coke service tech and a connector disintegrated on the orange syrup tank in a McDonald's backroom. Training said, dive on the grenade. So I did. Okay.
That rant felt good, by the way. Thank you.
No, it's annoying. I'm annoyed that they said it's every 10 days. And it's been well over 10 days, like per floor. Like for me, I should be in.
You should be back
But
in.
it's also just, they set the part that's bothering me is they were going to update us weekly. And now it's been a week and a half longer than like they should have. We were supposed to update last Monday or Tuesday because it was a long weekend. They didn't update us. So it should have been up. Like they should have updated us yesterday. And this week, that's what pissing me off is
Are they
update
at
us.
least covering your parking at the other
No.
spot? Okay.
No, we had a special assessment. So we all owed big money to do this.
Damn.
The official drink of the EST Hangout, which I might need after this rant. It is the Finnish long drink. Legend of 1952, a drink unlike any other sparkling refreshment, real liquor. Longdrink.com/Canada. Where you can enter your postal code and find a liquor store and establishment nearest you with the long drink in stock.
What do you got?
Eric walking downtown late at night over the past 3 days. The most threatening demographic encounter was affluent white men. That could have been me, Eric. Could have been me.
Yeah, okay.
Being angry.
Try 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning when things start to stir up.
Oh, Eric's been out there late at night with this past weekend.
Rick
he was having a weekend.
What an adventure he's been on. It's the Purple City Music Festival. Eric's a big supporter of that.
Okay.
And it's a lot of like that festival. When I see it, and Eric highlights it on his Instagram account, Lasagna Enthusiast, for those who don't follow.
Right.
You're like, yeah, that's Rick. That's our boy.
That Purple City name's been around a long time, right? Like
The festival?
no, just the Purple City Edmonton nickname kind of thing, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Where does it come from?
That's what might need Eric to
But
chime in on that.
It's like hard music. It's like hard. It's not like metal.
Oh.
Because SYC makes a nice beer, nice like triple IPA called Purple City. You should
So-
have it if you can.
Okay.
The meaning of the name Purple City comes from a ritualistic tradition of the local youth culture. This is from the Wikipedia of Purple City Music Festival here in Edmonton. People visit the Alberta Legislature building at night to stare into the floodlights. After about a minute of exposure, the light makes all the surroundings appear purple.
Okay, so we're doing drugs and we're staring into floodlights at the ledge.
I didn't say that part.
Look, they left that part
yeah.
out clearly.
Stone cold sober.
Yeah, sure.
It sounds like something you guys have to try.
Actually, I'm fascinated by the staring into the
He would do
floodlights
it.
Well, you
and
gotta
seeing everything
see,
turned into purple.
right. There's
I'd
gotta be
try
some
that one time.
backtrack.
I could go walk there one day and give it a try. What's the worst that's going to happen? Things look purple for a little bit.
Might see green.
I might see green. I do like green.
I'm just thinking of Eric's text. The most dangerous thing I saw was affluent white men. Was that what he said?
Yep.
Well played, Eric. Well played.
Now he's a man of the people, right?
Yes, he is. He truly is. That's why I love him.
Oh, Pro Football Talk has their power rankings for week 2. Your
Where we at?
Vikings stay at number 12. Your Cards are at 20. They drop a spot. My Ravens stay
Yeah.
at 4. The Dolphins stay at the worst team in the National Football League.
And then the
No, they dropped 3 spots. Sorry, I misread that part. They
And
dropped 3 spots.
Saints second worst.
It's Giants.
Really?
Then Saints, then Panthers, then Browns. Those are the bottom 5. Top 5, Eagles, Bills, Packers, Ravens, Commanders. Chargers jumping 9 spots to number 6.
These Packers, man.
He looked good the other day.
We were talking about that, me and my buddy Mike, the Bears fan. Just like you go from Favre to Rodgers to Love. It's just not fair.
Yeah.
Bears have been chasing quarterbacks. Vikes have been chasing quarterbacks. We just
Have
want
they-
a guy sometimes.
Have the Bears chased quarterbacks or have they ruined quarterbacks?
Both? Maybe?
Maybe a bit of both.
Yeah.
Like,
They chased Jay Cutler. They went for a guy who was an established NFLer at the very least.
Did he not get sentenced to jail time recently, by the way?
Did he?
Jay Cutler,
Yeah. Oof. I believe so.
Hard Knocks.
Yeesh. That's a harsh life.
Already sentenced to jail time, faces a civic suit from same DUI accident. This is from 4 days ago.
Yeah.
So apparently he might have some jail time coming.
Wasn't he with Kristen Cavallari?
Yeah, they were married for a while. They had a kid together, I think. And now they're divorced. Okay. As I'm looking this up, USA Today has an article ranking every Bears quarterback since 1985.
That was McMahon?
I would assume. So they've been chasing. Their best quarterback in that time is Jay Cutler. 112 games started, went 51-51. He is their best quarterback. Then it goes Jim Harbaugh, number 2. Then it goes Mitch Trubisky, number 3.
Oh.
Then 4's Eric Kramer, 5's Kyle Orton, 6 Rex Grossman, 7 Steve Walsh, 8 Jim Miller, 9 Mike Tomczak, 10 is Caleb Williams, 11's Justin Fields, and it just keeps dropping
That
from
is
there.
an awful list.
Rex Grossman, what a name.
Sexy
Yeah.
Rexy, baby.
Kyle
Fantastic.
Orton.
Kyle Orton.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Caleb looked good.
He's
Like-
already 10th on the list.
like,
He's played one season.
Yeah. Sexy Rexy got them to the Super Bowl.
and Ben Johnson was scheming some stuff up, so we'll see.
I think Justin Fields should be higher on that list. I think they gave up a little too soon on Justin Fields.
Well, they were fighting coach and fighting
Yeah,
all kinds.
they always have those little bit of issues.
Right.
And Mike Wilbon gets upset, and it makes PTI fun.
Hey, what are they doing with their stadium? I know the city wanted to keep them downtown, but they wanted to go up to a suburb.
Oh, really?
And there was a big fight.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Soldier Field's fantastic. Very
It
cool.
looks great, but they want to do like a billion plus or multi-billion dollar reno to it again. What do they call it? The spaceship at Soldier Field
Okay.
when they did that renovation, which I thought looked cool.
Well, 19 hours ago, this headline, speaking of headlines, from CBS Sports, Bears inform fans of plans to leave Soldier Field, finalize stadium in Arlington Heights for Super Bowl bid.
That's the one.
In a letter to fans, Bears president and CEO Kevin Warren announced the team intends to build a new stadium in a move to the suburb about 25 miles northwest of Soldier Field in the in the near future. So,
Up by Wrigley? Further?
25 miles.
That's a
No,
lot of miles.
Wrigley's
They-
not that far
No,
away.
it's not that.
the Bears can buy they're out of their lease in 2026 for just $84 million.
Because that's some primo land they're on. Right on the water. Like pretty close.
beautiful there.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
sad if they move then. Yeah.
Right.
So then they would go to a dome stadium so that they can get a Super Bowl, which if they go to a
yes.
dome, like we're slowly losing open air stadiums in the National Football League. Seattle still got up north. Pittsburgh would have. Buffalo is keeping. Like Buffalo is
New one.
staying. Like they're building a brand new one with it, so they're going to have it. New England's up, and then you just wonder like how many more are these going to slowly get knocked off? Teams. These NFL teams seem to be going through stadiums sometimes quick.
I don't know why they don't do the soccer thing. Just cover the fans. Keep the field open.
That's kind of what Buffalo is doing.
'Cause
It's
the
like
NFL
won't-
65%.
Because the
Yeah.
NFL won't bring a Super Bowl there.
Still, even if the
They only
too cold.
in recent years, the only open air stadium that they went for the Super Bowl outdoors was New York.
Are we right?
Well, New Jersey. But Minnesota never got one until they
built the
built the
that place
stadium.
nice.
Indianapolis
It's nice, though.
got with the dome stadium. Detroit has had with the dome stadium. They don't like going up into cold weather. They don't want their game, their championship impacted by weather. Even though it's funny to me though, because leading to the championship, you could be knocked out by weather. You could have to go through Green Bay or Buffalo, and the snow stops you from getting to the Super Bowl. But when the Super Bowl comes, we can't have the weather impact who's going to be crowned the champion. Well, but it's also like for the festivities and all that. But yeah, that's so for the Bears, like for the city and for the team to host the Super Bowl is big money.
Well, thankfully, because then they can't roll out Taylor Swift in a snowsuit and compete with the CFL. So there we go.
Good point.
That's why, really.
The CFL should just throw all the money that they have at Taylor Swift to do the Grey Cup this year.
Just one more thing on the stadiums. Is LA considered open air because it's covered? There's a roof, but the sides are open.
You can be rained on inside.
In LA?
I think if you're in the concourse or something.
Yeah. But
Like it's like seeps or whatever, and then it drops on the people. Or there has been, but
would you consider that open air?
I guess. But it's but there's also no risk of cold weather.
Yeah.
For super.
Yeah,
I think
I like it's more the north, like that northern part of the U.S.
Because Atlanta's new stadium, the way that roof opens and closes is really neat. Like the engineering that went into that. Minnesota's stadium looks beautiful.
It's really nice.
I
Have you
love
been?
the glass.
Yeah, you have.
Cowboys Stadium or was it AT&T Stadium? It opens up and the side opens up.
Yeah.
Vegas is covered, but I think they can open up the one big side entrance.
Minis, they can open those doors.
They could do that in mini too. Okay, and then does Indianapolis have a retractable roof?
No, I don't believe so.
Arizona does, but because of the way the sun hits, they can't open it for like 2 o'clock starts or whatever, 1 o'clock in AZ, because the angle hits the players on one side of the field.
It's like how the Cowboys Stadium has that glass, and whenever
Shouldn't
the
that be
Cowboys
some
play a
kind
certain
of
time, it blinds their
advantage?
players.
You would
Isn't
think.
that the whole Miami thing? That one sideline's like 5 degrees hotter? Arizona should be doing that. They could use some wins.
Dolphins are on the shady side,
Definitely use it. The Dolphins are on the shade side. Smart.
but it doesn't matter once like January comes. Like it's an early season thing because the way the sun is or whatever. I remember reading that it's just not as big of an advantage if you ever get to the playoffs for the Dolphins.
Interesting.
I don't think the Dolphins right now have to worry too much about the playoffs. Sorry, Belzy.
And then Buffalo, they're talking last night too. So the 65% of the seats covered, or 65% coverage, and it's for the fans. And then it's also enclosed, except for the top, to mitigate wind.
Yeah, they really engineered the wind with it in a way that like it's not going to impact as much.
That I get that. Like Buffalo, if you've ever been to Buffalo, that lake effect is very real. It is very real. It bites right through you.
Yeah.
You could be layered up and you're just like, why are my bones cold right now?
Yeah, anytime you're near those big bodies of water, it's just like, wow.
It's incredible.
Yeah, we were just down in Niagara Falls a week ago. So just out seeing some family and so it's just that, we don't really get that in old Edmonton.
No.
The lake stuff.
No.
But then you don't get all those sweet memes of people having to shovel the stadium out. So they only get, 2 more seasons of having to shovel?
One more, I think.
High mark?
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel bad for Buffalo when they have to like invite people
What?
to shovel the snow for their seats and they're like trudging through to sit in their seat in snowsuits. It's endearing, but at the same time, that is a crappy experience.
yeah, but
I
that's
think
why they
it's
hire
fun.
people to come in and go shovel
Yeah.
before the game, and they get paid like $20 or something an hour.
Right.
Lucas Oil is in Indianapolis is retractable. Jay mentioned that.
Thank
to me.
you.
Nice.
I thought so.
They'll still get the snow. I think Buffalo.
The field will, and then
I
apparently,
think with the way I'm sure they'll. Yeah, I guess it won't be as bad.
apparently that roof. I was reading about the technology in the new stadium. It has some kind of melting mechanism on the roof, so the snow can't sit and collect and weigh on it, so it melts and then it has a
Tracing or
runoff.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, which
That's
is
cool.
smart because like you can get a foot of snow in an hour
That
or
fast,
two.
yeah.
it's
Hard to
incredible.
design for that. Too,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's also like the Packers have that lighting system to keep their grass all good throughout the whole
They have
season.
a heated field too.
Yeah,
which is incredible.
Beat it there. Huh?
Yeah.
Lambeau would be cool to see.
that'd be a great spot to go see.
Yeah.
Real Madrid built a new stadium, and their like turf gets brought down below so that they can treat it and
I
stuff.
saw that.
What's Arizona does that?
They
used to
roll it
But they
out,
draw it out. But like Real Madrid actually, like it goes
drops.
underneath,
But how
and
does
they
it get
cook
to
it.
They cook it.
They have the
and they
lights.
basically do lights and underneath,
Yeah.
and
It's
got
they treat it and make sure it's proper, and then it
hydroponics
comes
down there.
back up.
It's,
Oh yeah,
it's like mimics sunlight,
right?
But
and
it's
then
in
the weeds on the other side.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Perfect. Yeah.
Making
They got it
business
all.
at all times,
They
making
got it
money at
all.
all times. But yeah, AZ and Vegas, they roll out the field.
Hey, we were talking last night. There's something. Did you guys hear something about the balls? Like the kicking balls are a little different.
Yes.
They changed something, and now we saw how many 50-plus yarders this weekend? There's some big kicks. There's
Then
a
there was,
big
like,
one last night.
Chip shots that were missed this week too.
Yeah, like I don't know if we might see a massive kick this year. We might see a record breaker. You never know.
What is the record? 67? 69?
That Boswell kick, I felt like he had yards to spare, and that was a 60-yarder.
Yeah. Well, last year in the CFL at the start of the year, they were
66.
complaining about chipped balls for the kicking balls,
Yes.
that they were chipped.
But yeah, there are
micro-
different kicking balls in the NFL. I
The
did
balls
hear
have
that.
microchips
Yeah.
in them now, or RFID chips.
Like, yeah, okay. So then they're
And they're-
complaining about
Here's
that.
the
right
Real
under the
Madrid, by the
laces.
way. So like they bring the turf completely underground
That's super cool.
and then rebuild it after, and then it just gets treated inside. That's,
But that's in that same spot, or they built it. That one's fairly new, right? So that was in
they renovated the whole stadium.
Yeah, it was in
same
Europe.
spot. They re-renovated it all, and that's the biggest sporting
9,
club
10
in the
years
world. So they
ago.
have the money.
and they were already working on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had to play away from there, I think, for only a year overall.
Like I know Commonwealth's big, but you go to the new camp and those things, and it's like, holy.
It's a little different.
I believe it.
What I just on the arena and all that. I saw a little video for the Utah. Ryan Smith was talking about. They created some new technology for their seats, so that the NBA was concerned about them being in NHL and with the seats and being
Yep.
too far away and stuff. And they've done like this. They've created some new type of way of retractable seats, so that for the NBA they
Angles.
can get it right there, and then for hockey they can bring it all back. And there's different retractions and stuff. It was really cool to watch this little video that the Utah put out on that with their renovations they're doing with their rink.
They gutted, the upper bowl. I think they're expanding the literal walls of the arena so that they can get the right angles, so every seat can see the ice, instead of having like the end zone or the one zone cut off for a typical basketball arena. And then you're right, that the angles for the lower bowl have to be different pitches for hockey compared to basketball. It's cool. Like the engineering that goes into these arenas now is fascinating. And then they also opened up their practice facility. I saw they put out a video yesterday or today. So
How much smaller is the basketball? Like 70% smaller than an ice.
yeah, like what's a court? 100 feet by 50.
It'd be something like that. Like when they did the Raptors game here in Edmonton, and I was on the press spot, which was just behind the net. Like there was a good amount of space between where the seats start for hockey and where the court was. And in the NBA, like some of those design rinks, it's right there.
Yep.
Yeah, because who was having trouble? The Devils were playing in all kinds of different stadiums, weren't they?
Oh, the Islanders.
Islanders, sorry.
Yeah, we had to go to Brooklyn. It was
Like in,
nice arena.
in Barclays.
At
Yeah,
Barclays,
for a bit,
yeah,
right?
a couple of years.
Because that was built specifically for basketball. And they
basketball.
tried shoving hockey into there
It was
late.
bad,
And then they had to leave.
Angles are just wacky, right?
terrible. Yeah.
And the Coyotes in the downtown rink,
Same thing.
same thing, because it was a basketball stadium. It wasn't
yeah.
good
How
there.
long did they play there
7 years.
I think their first barn.
before they built
Yeah.
out in
Glendale Arena, which was 03, I believe. That was a really nice arena.
Yeah.
It's a waste. It's too bad. If they had built that in Scottsdale, we'd be talking about the Arizona Coyotes.
They doing anything with that?
According to Pagnotta, they're very much in the mix to get another team.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Right. Because you guys, I don't remember what show was talking about records. Maybe it was
This
Rage
one.
This show. You guys were talking about where records should be kept.
Winnipeg Jets and the Coyotes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
They must have-
the first iteration of the Jets / Coyotes is sitting in a closet in the NHL right now.
Yeah, you were looking stuff up and it's just
It's
not non-existent.
Kovalchuk is part of the current Jets in terms of their records,
Which is insane.
Teemu Solani is not, and Dale Howardchuk are not part of those
Yeah,
days.
not right.
So that they should change that.
But how do you take one team's history and then apply it to a current team's history that really they're not attached, and then you take away the Atlanta Thrashers in this situation, in the Winnipeg Jets situation, and you just get rid of the Atlanta Thrashers and they just live in the ether? Like, it's bizarre.
Well, I'd rather the Atlanta Thrashers go away and live in the ether than the first iteration of the Jets living in the ether.
I would prefer that as well.
That's why.
But it's like weird, right? And then that's why they consider Utah an expansion franchise
Oh yeah, because you're at
Yeah.
They're going into their
too.
second year. They had
It's very strange.
their
half quarter decade,
quarter century team.
quarter century.
Brilliant team.
Sorry.
And that was through 4 months of hockey or 5 months of
Goal
hockey.
scorer has 17
Just
goals.
their first power play unit.
That's just great.
What it was.
That's why I just keep giving me those NHL. You have a fan at least in that one. From Dave Naylor, Nick Arbuckle getting first team reps at day one of Argos practice. Chad Kelly appears to be moving without limitation and has been moved from 6-game to active roster. Chad Kelly had a big video. Was it last week? The comeback. And at the next day. So will be fascinating to watch it. That is the Elks' next opponent, which is on Saturday out in Toronto. Also, this from Darren Bombing, our friend out in Winnipeg. Zach Claros here at Bombers practice, but in casuals and not participating.
Yeah.
They play Friday. They're in Hamilton. So if Claros isn't practicing today, it's trending that they won't have Claros, I would say, on Friday, which is good for the Elks, because if the Ticats can knock off the Bombers, I don't even have to worry about the BC Ottawa game for a second. And the Edmonton beats Toronto. Edmonton is now tied with Winnipeg in terms of points. Winnipeg would currently hold the tiebreaker. But then if Ottawa beats BC again, even though BC's 10-point favorites in this one, not 12, 10, Edmonton would be in a playoff spot outright.
Still not enough talk about that ranking game. The absolute monster.
Huge.
Like fantasy performance of the weekend. Really?
By accident, I still hate myself for this, but played 2 guys on a bye, and I won because of Justin Rankin.
Absolutely massive. Even on that one throw, he threw a massive block.
Yep.
Yes.
Like he comes around and sees him coming on that. Like Fajardo could see the guy coming, but threw that block. Like had a game.
He is ranked the tank. Like, he really is. But he always, if you say that, he goes, "No, man, I'm fast." It's like, yes, we know you're fast, but you also take like 4 guys to pull you down.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and opening up some of the upper bowl. That's cool. I think VR was up there. I think I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, he said after
tweeted.
he just walked up.
Oh, he just walked
And he
up.
wanted to say like he wanted to walk to the top, and then he got up to the top, and then he needed to take a seat and rest for a little bit because it is a far walk if you go up there.
80 something rows.
Yeah,
Is that?
believe
Do they
so.
still exercise there? That group that got
Project
together?
November Project. Yep.
Yeah.
They still go there.
That's cool.
Yeah. Eric and Rob were in on the hangout. I saw Eric was on the bus with his mom.
Yeah, he's coming to the Esties.
Yeah. It was good.
Who was that? Strudwick? That's no. Is who start?
Andrew
Ferentz.
Ferentz.
Ferentz started it.
Yes.
Well, yeah, he brought it. He brought it from Boston. I don't know if he started in Boston or not. Tickets, by the way, West Side for the 27th game against Saskatchewan. On the West Side, between sections C and M, there's singles. In the corners, double C, A, and B, there are some tickets. On the East Side, P through V have limited tickets that are all close to each other. O and N have tickets, and W, Y, and Z have tickets. But this is trending to be this probably will be a bigger game. Like there was 28,300 or something
Nice.
last game. This one's going to trend higher than that, I would say right now. We
What
might
time's that one start again?
5.
Yeah, okay.
5 o'clock, September 27th. You don't have to worry about the Oilers unless you're a preseason fiend. And even if the
That's a
Oilers play
Saturday?
preseason, it is a Saturday. The Elks play all Saturdays this month. This Saturday, by the way, just a heads up, it's 1 o'clock start.
Yes, in Toronto.
Early game for those if you want to watch it on TSN. So Green and Gold kickoff show will be at noon on Saturday. Yeah, the Oilers don't even play a preseason game. It's on the 27th. So go watch the Elks. Riders are going to take over. It's going to be a great crowd. And I don't know, the Elks, at the very least, they should go 1-1 in these next 2. Which
Go
it-
2-0.
Absolutely,
Just do
but
it. Keep rolling. 4 of
to
your
go
last
5 of 7 going into that game against Saskatchewan, who Saskatchewan only has one more game before that.
Yep.
They're taking on Montreal this week, and then they're coming off of a bye. It's a big game that'll
That
be coming up.
Sask one is going to be tough. I just get this one against Toronto. Try to get one in Hamilton. Should have beaten Hamilton earlier in the year.
Right.
They're right there. It's right there.
Pretty wild.
Attack.
Get that run game going.
It's baby.
It's going.
Yes, it is.
As long as he doesn't get hit in the backfield where he has nowhere to go,
Yep.
he's going to make 1 or 2 people miss, or they're going to try to tackle him. He's going to run out of it, Justin Rankin.
So fast.
Like, the CFL actually does have yards after first contact, I think. Wonder if I could quickly find it here because his numbers must be incredible.
Also, did you notice that after every interview now he's saying like a weird saying? He did it to me twice on Saturday. I think he said, "You ain't seen nothing yet," and then one was like, "You can't handle this," and he just like stares at me as he walks away. I'm like, "You're crazy. I don't even know what you just said."
Just dropping 90s movie lines or something.
He's got charisma, man. Like he's a good player, and he's apparently. Well, we've had him on the Hangout. He was excellent. Dealing with him has been fantastic, and his teammates. I think Joel DeBlanco was on with the morning show yesterday, and he was pumping Justin Rankin's tires. So, G-Roy Simon uncovered a gem here,
right?
And he's the best player on the team right now.
It's fascinating. So I don't have yards after like first contact or something right now, but he leads the CFL in big plays at 13. Kenny Lawler's right behind him at 12. But in terms of rushers this year of 20-plus yard runs, he's at 10.
So he has half of them.
No, what?
Oh, sorry.
He has 10 20-plus yard runs himself. The next closest runners this season who have had 20-plus yard rushes, James Butler and Nathan Rourke both at 5. He has 5 more than the second best runners in terms of 20-plus rushes.
Disregard my half of them comment.
He's absolutely insane when he gets going. Like that's the big thing if you're a defense is the coordinators. It's not can you stop Justin Rankin, it's how do you contain Justin Rankin?
Right? I'll sell you a few more tickets.
And you're not beating the Elks if you can't contain Justin Rankin.
Yeah.
Like, because you look at the Labor Day, it was 48-48 receiving passing, which is 96 yards.
Yes.
Total offense.
Yep.
All purpose. Like, that's a solid game. But it wasn't a big blowout game for him.
Yeah.
They contained him in that first one. They couldn't contain him at all on Saturday.
It's a pregame show at noon. Saturday.
At
Hello
noon.
Hockey, when's that start?
27th.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting going. Starting to plan ahead. Very excited.
When's that Murray roll till?
This will be his final weekend.
Crazy.
I believe the penultimate episode of the season was this past weekend.
Give him a hard time. We can still golf, Murray.
And we miss out on the Ryder Cup, which I think it's the weekend of the 27th is Ryder Cup too. I think that's the weekend of it.
Can we bookend this show with, I know I kind of had my little spiel earlier about McDavid, but Baggio sent in a text via the Paris Jewelers inbox, says, "Hey, Tommy and the crew, not able to hear what you guys talk about, so not sure if I've missed any combo on 97, but something that is irritating the daylights out of me is Flame stations and Leaf stations say that the Oilers are a disappointment, and 97 wants to leave because they are not competitive. Not competitive, all caps. They have been two straight Cup finals, absolutely dominated the Western Conference this past playoffs. When McDavid signs, all Edmonton media needs to tweet on X is to all these losers for me. Signed, Baggio."
Hey, they get to talk about the Wolf contract for 2 days.
Yay.
Another
Good for Wolf.
crazy goaltender salary.
After
7.5 mil per.
Right?
After only 70-some NHL games played or something.
Pretty impressive season last year, though.
I'll just say this, like, this is Oiler fans and into Baggio, stop caring what they say.
Don't take the bait.
Yeah, that's the thing. You took their bait. Dan Tenser had a tweet about this going, he used to do it, so he understands it, but this is just easy content for radio stations and other people to do. It's throw it out there, badmouth another franchise and all of that, and boom. You create that rage bait and you get clicks. That's the industry that they're in, and you're falling into the trap. Why? And this is when McDavid was like drafted by the Oilers, and he doesn't want to be there. Why do you care, Oiler fans, about what other people think?
Stick to the Blue Jays, Toronto.
Why does it matter to you what's being written out of Toronto or said out of Toronto or Calgary? Who gives a damn? Like, and this is where, like, if the best franchise, the most arrogant franchises too, be one of those. Puff your chest out, Edmonton, and go, don't care. We've got McDavid.
Yeah.
He's going to sign. We don't care what anyone else says. We only care what's happening here in this city. Go away. You're from where? Don't care.
Yeah.
Don't matter. Don't worry about it. You're just biting the bait.
Yeah. Hook, line, and sinker. I'll tack this on, too. I love when we get comments, whether it's nasty chat or inbox, and it's, well, I heard on this station in Montreal, I was listening to this station in Toronto, and they were saying that this is what's going on with the Oilers. And every time I see one of those texts, I think to myself, I'm like, do you really believe that those people that all they mostly talk about, the Leafs and Habs and Sens and all that, really have any idea what's going on here? But when we say it in market and we're at the rink every day and we're talking to the team, we're talking to the management and hockey ops and the brass, that what they're saying out there is even remotely close to what's actually happening. I just always got a kick out of that. Last year, there were a bunch of comments coming in, especially when the team got off. Not to a great start, but not as bad as 2 years ago. And people are saying, well, in Toronto, they're saying this. Like, why do you care? They have no clue. And then I remember flipping on one of the national networks, I won't say which one, they show their drive time shows on TV, and the crew and the hosts that were on were talking about the Oilers and saying what they think was going on. And I'm like, you have no idea. Everything you've said for the last 10 minutes has been completely wrong because you're not here. And yeah, it's the rage bait kind of stirring it up. And when I roll my eyes when I see those texts and think, do you really think that Dave Davidson in Toronto, who all they care about is the Leafs, actually has a clue what's happening in Edmonton, Calgary, and Vancouver, or Winnipeg? The answer is no.
They win.
Rant over.
They win. Need to get to over under for Play Alberta, playalberta.ca. Download the app. Improved odds for all major North American leagues this year. Easier access to promotions. EST Sports YG 50, deposit 50, get a free 50 with both those promo codes. So this one I'm going to throw your way. Sobekirk. September 21st is the Sunday. It's the first preseason game for the Oilers. Over under that day of when Connor signs an extension with the Oilers. Before the preseason starts or after? So you'll take the over.
I'll take the over.
Do you have a date of when? Do you have any idea of when he'll sign then? No.
Hey, when's that new jersey coming out?
What?
Drops this day they bring in New Jersey.
Yeah.
He comes out with his year on the front or the his salary on the back or something.
Oh, that's
when
funny.
he was drafted, it was a New Jersey rollout that year, wasn't it? The orange?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, it was.
And they put it on, that's what they put on him at the
That's right. They
draft.
unveiled it. That was cool. I honestly was like pestering everybody at OEG last week to get some idea of date. And the closest thing I got was this year from the head of marketing. I have seen it. They've shown me. I love it. I think Oilers fans are going to like it. Completely different. No traditional Oilers logo on it. It's white or off-white. And I'm assuming it's soon because we're seeing the third jerseys roll out across the league. And I think the word went out not to tell Tom anything. I think credit to Dan Coteros, and he got me good. He said, I will show you, but you can't say anything, and you have to keep it tight. So I've done my part, but they won't tell me when.
But yeah, 3 year deal. It's not going to be more than that. I'd be very surprised. This long, and then it's still an 8 year. That'd be wild.
Sobekirk, thank you for coming in.
Hey, thanks
really
for having
appreciate
me.
this. Best of luck with the Vikings the rest of the season.
You and your Ravens.
It's going to be a rough season.
Cardinals,
0-4.
we're not really worried about.
Don't have to worry as much about that one. Sorry. For playoffs.
Are you mocking the Cardinals? No need. It's totally understandable.
We've got Lock Shop coming up. It is Dusty and Huss. We've got two guys and a goalie. EST Afternoons Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. I'll take you up at 6 o'clock on YouTube, as well as our audio streams. Also on our audio stream at 6 o'clock. If you missed it on Sunday, the VAPA Golf Show with Murray McCourt, Curtis Stock. We'll have that for you at 6 o'clock. Their final season or episode of the 2025 season coming up this Sunday. This was the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada Storage experts, more than 2 decades helping Canadians through life transition. Canadian storage provider, sentinel.ca. On behalf of Sobekirk, Tommy, I am Matt. Thanks for tuning in to the Hangout here on Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. Lock Shop coming up in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Look at this. Let's go.
There you go, right in front of the camera.
First-time guest, long-time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Zola with here. Joining us today,